Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Purdy. Open man is Jauan Jennings. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Spins past it, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 29 yards. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Now Hal. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Purdy off the play fake. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he'll be stopped in his tracks right at the 33. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Purdy now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Back to throw, Purdy. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. McCaffrey will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. Take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 68 yards. And the Commanders are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Taking it right down Broadway. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now throwing on first down here. That one downfield for Dotson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson. 52 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On first down, Purdy taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Play action. Now Purdy. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Out left to Dotson.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Robinson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Back to throw, Howell.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Touchdown, Washington!
Brian Robinson Jr.
31 yards.
And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Howell throwing for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the Niners first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. McCaffrey running up the middle. Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. It almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
That's now 3rd down and 1.
Here's Purdy. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Oh, some strong running. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. This is 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. He had already had an interception earlier. Now Charleston says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back for the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on the team.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. He's got McLaurin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Howell to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And he's brought